So, in this next exercise, we must find the area between the graph of this function and the x-axis over this interval. Of course, the integral would give us a signed area. So, to find the correct value, we must do the following. Let's consider our interval from -1 to 3, and let's find the zeros of the function inside this interval. To do that, let's solve the equation x cubed minus 4x equals to 0, and this gives us x times x plus 2 times x minus 2 equals 0. Here we have 3 solutions to this equation, them being x equals to 0, or to -2, or to 2. And here, let's just write our solutions on this line. We have 0 somewhere here, -2 somewhere over here outside our interval, and 2 somewhere here. And we can see that this gives us 3 intervals from this one interval. So we will have to take the integrals from -1 to 0, from 0 to 2, and from 2 to 3. But these are still signed areas, so to find the correct area, we must take their absolute value and now add them together. So now we know what we have to do. Let's just do it. So we have a equals to the absolute value of the integral between -1 and 0 gx dx plus the absolute value of integral from 0 to 2 gx dx plus the absolute value of integral from 2 to 3 gx dx. And here we can see that we have the same function inside the integral in all 3 cases, so we only need to find one indefinite integral, being integral gx dx. This is of course just integral x cubed minus 4x dx, which is simply x to the 4th power over 4 minus 2x squared plus some constant c. And now that we have the indefinite integral, let's use Newton-Leibniz formula that gives us the absolute value of the antiderivative function, that is x to the 4th power over 4 minus 2x squared. We must take its values at 0 and -1 and take their difference, and do the same thing for the other 2 intervals. So absolute value, the antiderivative, and the difference between 2 and 0, and then the absolute value and the antiderivative, and the difference of its values between 3 and 2. Now we just need to write in these values to get our answer. So now here we have absolute value of 0 to the 4th power over 4 minus 2 times 0 squared minus -1 to the 4th power over 4 minus 2 times negative 1 squared plus the absolute value of 2 to the 4th power over 4 minus 2 times 2 squared minus 0 to the 4th power over 4 minus 2 times 0 squared plus the absolute value of 3 to the 4th power over 4 minus 2 times 3 squared minus 2 to the 4th power over 4 minus 2 times 2 squared. And now you can leave the solution in this form. And one other interesting thing is that we can look at the function's graph to find out what we actually did. So the function would look something like this, with negative 2 being here, 0 being here, and 2 being here. And of course our interval goes from negative 1 to 3. So the area that we just calculated would look something like this green